Chasers! Welcome back to another episode of the Chasers channel, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of business and finance and bring you expert advice to help you make informed decisions to bring you closer to achieving the dreams you are chasing. Rising property prices have led many people to look for ways to unlock the increased equity in their homes so they can enjoy a comfortable lifestyle in their golden years. In today's episode, we will be looking at some of the ways to access the equity in your home, although be mindful of the consequences for your particular circumstances. I'm your host, Chris Becks, a financial and business advisor with over 40 years experience and the founder of the multi-award-winning CBEX Business Solutions for Good. And because this is a financial planning topic, as an authorised representative of Interprac Financial Limited, I'm obliged to give you this general advice disclaimer before we begin.
The information provided is for educational purposes and is general advice only, as we did not take into account your investment objectives, financial situation or particular needs. Before making an investment decision on the basis of this advice, you should consider how appropriate the advice is to your particular investment needs and objectives. You should also consider the relevant product disclosure statement before making any decision relating to a financial product. Chris Becks is a director of CBEX Financial Solutions and an authorized representative of Interprac Financial Planning Proprietary Limited, AFSL 246638.
Okay, now that is done, let's dive into this episode. For most of us, our homes represent the biggest or most significant portion of our wealth. But it's an asset that can't necessarily be realised quickly. It might take some time to sell your home, and in any case, you still need somewhere to live. And if you're selling in a rising market, you're also buying in a rising market. There are a number of ways to access the equity in your home, but please make sure you get professional advice before you do anything to fully understand the consequences of your particular circumstances. With such a big decision and the complex financial products available, it's best to get independent financial advice to help clarify how you might be affected now and also in the future. The first product we'll look at is reverse mortgages. Reverse mortgages are more popular than ever, allowing you to borrow money using the equity in your home as security. Following the introduction of tougher regulatory requirements, today reverse mortgages are provided by a number of small bank and non-bank lenders. The highest amount you can borrow using your home as security varies according to your age. At age 60, it's likely you'll be able to borrow around 20% of the value of your home. This amount usually increases as you get older, so by 65 you might be able to borrow about 20 to 25%. The advantages of a reverse mortgage is that while you're living in your home, you don't make any repayments on the loan. The loan, including interest and fees, is repaid when you move out or sell your home. Interest charged on the loan is usually higher than for standard mortgages. Currently, rates average just over 8% to just under 10%. The Australian Securities and Investments Commission Money Smart website provides a reverse mortgage calculator to help you decide if it's the right course of action for you. Option number 2 is the Home Equity Access Scheme. The federal government's Home Equity Access Scheme is a popular alternative to private reverse mortgage products, with the scheme growing by about 60% a year. The scheme provides loans to eligible older people secured against their homes. You can choose to receive a lump sum or fortnightly tax-free payments. The loan and any costs must be repaid to the government, but you can make repayments or stop them at any time. If you sell the property, you can repay the loan on settlement or transfer the loan to another property. If there's an outstanding loan after your death, the government will seek repayment from your estate. The current interest rate is 3.95%. Option number 3, home reversion. Slightly different to a reverse mortgage, home reversion is another way of accessing the equity in your home while still living in the property. You don't pay interest because it's not a loan, but there are transaction fees. The provider pays you a discounted amount for the percentage of the property you sell based on today's value. Then, when the property is sold, the provider receives the same percentage of the sale price, meaning that the more your home increases in value, the more the provider receives. Another way of taking advantage of the equity in your home is to sell it and buy a smaller one. Downsizing could allow you to clear the mortgage and invest or spend anything left over. Those aged 55 or older can contribute up to $300,000 for each spouse from the sale into your superannuation fund. It's considered a non-concessional contribution, but it doesn't count towards the contribution cap. You could also consider converting your home to a dual occupancy, or, if you're on a large block, subdividing. Soaring property prices recently have made our homes a significant asset. However, this wealth often remains tied up, unable to be readily accessed. As we approach retirement, many of us are seeking ways to unlock this equity and enjoy a comfortable golden age. While selling your home could be an option, it's not always the most practical solution. The process can be time-consuming, and you'll still need a place to live. Additionally, selling in a rising market often means buying in the same market, potentially offsetting any gains. Fortunately, there are 7 strategies to access your home's equity. However, it's crucial to understand the implications for your specific financial situation. Please get in touch with our office at CBEX Financial Solutions on 0355 612 643 for a review of your options available to you, so that you can look forward to enjoying your golden years with confidence. As with any financial planning or matters relating to tax, always get some advice from an expert before you do anything. It's good insurance against costly financial mistakes. Thank you for listening. I'm Chris Bex, and I look forward to presenting another episode to you real soon.
The information provided is for educational purposes and is general advice only, as we did not take into account your investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs. Before making an investment decision on the basis of this advice, you should consider how appropriate the advice is to your particular investment needs and objectives. You should also consider the relevant product disclosure statement before making any decision relating to a financial product. Chris Bex is a director of CBEX Financial Solutions and an authorized representative of Interprac Financial Planning Proprietary Limited, AFSL 246638.